It's Melanie. Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Before we get too far into this little snoop session through my Scentsy Club, you are 100% hearing pugs snoring in the background. That's because they're in the room and there are two of them, so it's a symphony. Please enjoy this free performance. Hopefully, honestly, it's not too loud. I'm not sure if the microphone on my desktop is picking it up, but in case it is, yes, you're not going crazy. There is snoring. Anyway, hey, how are you? Welcome back. I have watched a lot of these videos in the past, and I've actually shared my Scentsy Club deliveries with you, but I haven't done it in quite some time. So I figured today, let's take a little dive through what is currently in my Scentsy Club. If you are new here, I'm not a consultant. My consultant is Lisa Roberry, my bestie. You can see her up here. I actually fell in love with Scentsy because of Lisa. We didn't originally connect because of this. We did meet through YouTube, but it was talking about something totally unrelated to Scentsy. And yeah, I just started buying it from her after we became friends. Like Lisa never pressured me, just so you guys know. I was just curious about it because like she was so passionate about it. And so I started buying it and I was like, oh my God, this stuff's great. Love it. The thing that I really love about Scentsy, honestly, is the consistency. It just has a wonderful consistency for me that I really don't find with a lot of other companies that sell wax melts or especially like vendor wax companies. I have purchased from vendor wax in the past, and I do purchase wax melts from other, companies like Kringle, and from time to time I do make my way into Walmart and check out the Better Homes and Gardens and whatnot. But that being said, like my heart really kind of is with Scentsy when it comes to wax melts because usually I would say 8 or 9 times out of 10, like I know that I'm going to be getting exactly what I want in terms of performance. And Scentsy honestly just makes a lot of really great fragrances that I tend to really gravitate towards. I think they do gourmand scents incredibly well. And if you are familiar with me at all, you know that I love gourmand. I don't know what it is. Like foodie scents they've just always made me the happiest. That being said, in my ripe old age of 44, I'm getting up there in years, I have expanded my palette quite a bit more. So I don't just consume fragrances that are gourmand. I certainly enjoy a lot of fruity scents, and yeah, I've really come to enjoy a lot of different types of fragrances, including florals, which for the longest time really were not up my alley at all, despite being a professional florist. Anyway, I love to see what people have in their Scentsy Club. So today we're going to go through mine, and I'm just going to tell you how I personally utilize my Scentsy Club. I would love to know how you guys use your club, whether you tend to place all of your orders with your Scentsy Club. So if you are getting a monthly delivery, I can see where it makes sense for some people to just add whatever they want from the current catalog into their club delivery. I know a lot of people that do that. For me, that gets a little bit overwhelming because I mainly utilize my club in the sense of the only thing that goes in here are fragrances that I do not ever want to be without. If I grow tired of a fragrance, I will remove it from my Scentsy Club and replace it with something else. But like, I just put things in here that if they ever went away permanently, and as you can see, most of these things are gone, I'm using air quotes, permanently, because these are either retired or discontinued scents. They're currently in the Scentsy vault, if you will. So yeah, I really hope a lot of these come back at some point. Because quite frankly, I'd like to adjust my quantities. The thing with Scentsy Club is once you once you have a bar that is in your club in a specific quantity, you can go down in quantity, but you cannot increase in quantity. And if you decide to do away, for example, with Stroop Waffle Delight altogether, because it is in this like retired, discontinued situation, you can't add it back in until it comes back in either a catalog again, if we're lucky enough, or, I mean, worst case scenario, it'll come back and bring back my bar, which once again, not ideal, but because it's not ideal because it's limited, right? Like it's for a month, it's gone again. But you can at least put it in your club at that point again. So if Stroop Waffle Delight ever comes back, will I be increasing the quantity? 110%. You bet your butt I will. I love it. So let's go through these scents, and I'll just tell you a little bit about why these particular scents have such a strong hold on me. I am clearly a gourmand lover, so that's most of what's in this club. Yeah, let's get into it. And also, I mostly have bars in my club. You'll notice a couple of like different things this go around. But for the most part, I don't put whiff boxes in here. I don't put laundry detergent in here. I don't put any of the cleaning supplies. That stuff, I will buy whatever's available in the current catalog. Like I don't need a specific laundry detergent, to be delivered to me like year round, basically. I'm willing to be flexible on those kinds of things, but not on the bars. So Stroop Waffle Delight. As someone who absolutely hates caramel, you might be surprised to see this one in here because I don't typically love caramel scents at all. But this Stroop Waffle, oof. If you're not familiar, Stroop Waffles they're a treat, if you will, like a dessert. It's two thin wafers of like waffle material, like ice cream waffle material, right? So two discs, and sandwiched in between those two discs of like waffle wafer is a thin coating of caramel. And then, they're sandwiched together. The very best way to consume a Stroop waffle is in the morning with your first cup of coffee, which is where I like to plug it in. You can actually make the caramel a little bit more gooey on the inside by putting the wafer on top of your coffee cup and letting the steam from your coffee like slowly warm that caramel. Oh man, it's so good. That is my favorite way to consume Stroop waffles, but you can certainly also, just take it out of the bag and stuff it in your mouth. If you happen to have a Costco membership, be sure to check out like the holiday like treat section where they have like the huge tins of, treats during the holidays. So for example, the Danish butter cookies. They also happen to have huge tins of the Stroop waffles. They are individually packaged, which is really nice. So, they won't go stale if you open like the large bag or whatever. They're so good. I will typically pick up one or two of those tins around the holidays. And then, every once in a while throughout the year, I will grab a Stroop waffle and enjoy it with my morning cup of coffee. It's definitely not something that I do on a daily basis. It's probably not best to start your day with a sugary treat, but I don't know. That's how I do it. All right, happy birthday. Clearly, I have a little bit of a thing for happy birthday, but if you've been here for any amount of time, you know that. This to me smells like funfetti birthday cake. Some people smell marble cake. Some people smell chocolate cake. I am not team marble. I am not team chocolate. I am team funfetti. I have 7 bars of happy birthday in here. It was just around for this most recent Bring Back My Bar in June. So I was down to 3 bars that I had in my club. So I increased it to 4. And then the very last night that the Bring Back My Bars were available, I think I may have had a glass of wine. I came in here and added 3 more. I'm just going to keep this. It sounds excessive. It probably is, but I love it. This is one of my holy grail year-round scents. So I warm happy birthday year-round. Oftentimes, I will just warm it by itself, but also oftentimes I will use it as a blender, if you will. So I will take 1 cube of Happy Birthday and 1 cube of something else, Gourmand, mix it together, and it usually just makes such an amazing combination. So I utilize this particular fragrance year-round. Honestly, the Stroop Waffle, the Almond Croissant, and the Apples and Oats are mostly fall scents, fall and holidays. So these, I don't love these quantities. I have also adjusted these over the years, so my bad. I would love to up the quantity of all of these just a little bit more as well, but I mean, hopefully I'll have my chance at some point. But yeah, I love to mix this with any of these fragrances or whatever else is available in the current catalog. It's just fantastic. It's a good basic scent, and for that reason, it gets 7 bars in my club. By the way, I try to keep this club at no more than 15 bars, if at all possible. I just order so much in between I guess, between the club that I get and whatever I order just out of the regular catalog on like a monthly basis. Yeah, I don't want this to get out of control. So up next, almond croissant. Ooh, man, if you love a croissant, especially an almond croissant, this smells insanely authentic. I'm down to 2. I believe I started with either 3 or 4 and then have edited it down to this, and that was dumb. This really does smell like a rich, flaky, buttery croissant with like the almond paste on the inside. So it has a little bit of that almost like marzipan-y type of scent mixed with that buttery, flaky croissant. Oh man, it is heavenly. And I do not understand why Scentsy, I don't understand why they don't have any of these in the catalog anymore. But especially this one, I could not understand why they retired it. I don't get it. I mean, you're going to keep Mocha Doodle around, but you're going to do away with Almond Croissant. Get out of here with that. That makes no sense to me. Apples and Oats. Okay, so this is my Fancy Lady Oatmeal scent. I think I used to have either 2 or 3 bars of this in here as well. And as you can see, it has gotten whittled down over the months or years, if you will. But this to me smells like a very authentic, like fancy oatmeal. You smell that delicious, like fresh oat, like literal like oatmeal, right? Like how you normally prepare it with like the milk. But then like you just cut up like a beautiful, like sweet apple and put it in with your oatmeal. You added like a little bit of like brown sugar. Oh man, this smells like the breakfast of fancy people, fancy people who eat oatmeal. I adore this particular fragrance and I would love to see it come back if it's ever back for like Bring Back My Bar voting. I know it sounds boring, but it's such a wonderful fragrance in the fall months. Just trust me on this one. If you see it, vote for it. She is good. Vanilla Suede. So another fun fact here about Lisa. Let's go back to talking about Lisa. One of the very first fragrances that I ever purchased from Lisa happened to be Vanilla Suede back in the day. I didn't actually think to purchase it during Bring Back My Bar. So that evening where I was having that little glass of wine and I plugged in these 3 extra bars here, I also was like, oh crap, I never picked up a Vanilla Suede. So I just put one in my club. I think I'm good with one of these for sure because this is the type of scent that is like a bedroom scent to me. So I don't need a ton of it because I wouldn't warm it throughout the entirety of the house. This is more of just like also like a memory thing for me. Like this just reminds me of first, starting out with purchasing Scentsy and I just really loved it. It's kind of like a leathery vanilla. It's really good. It's not gourmand. It's not like it's not like a sweet vanilla or anything like that. It's more of like a sophisticated, like I said, bedroom type scent. So I will be glad to have this when it comes to my doorstep at the end of this month. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, the whole reason that I decided to make this video was because I made this change this morning and I was like, oh, it's been a while since I've shared my club, so maybe I should upload a video. So here we are. Tangerine and sugarcane. Hey, have you tried this? I just tried this. I just actually received this in the mail this weekend. I had placed a small Scentsy order and this was a part of that. Oh man, listen to me. Get it. This is just pure, fresh citrus tangerine with quite a bit of sweetness to it. It is so good. And I will be ordering some more of this before it goes away. I might actually adjust the amount of this to 2 bars. Just for now. I don't feel like I need more than that because quite honestly, we're heading towards the middle of July already. That's crazy to say because I feel like July just started, but we're heading to the middle of July. And once August rolls around, I'm going to be starting to review and burn a lot more fall fragrances. That's just how it works. When you review home fragrance, you're typically a little bit ahead of what like normal people are warming. So yeah, I am almost out of my like summer burning season already. So I don't want to have like a ton of this left over to store for next year. So I just want to have it in my club to get a few over the next, few deliveries that I get before next spring and summer rolls around. And that way I'll be set to go at that point. Normally, I do not put stuff like that in my club. Stuff like that meaning, like light bulbs, for example, here, or I don't put whiff boxes in here or anything like that. If I want those things, I will just buy them outright, like I said. But I did qualify for a half price item, and honestly, I needed some light bulbs. I'm going to make a little confession here, and this is absolutely going to void all of my warranties on my warmers, but I accept that, so it's okay. I normally actually buy replacement bulbs from the Oak and Rye home fragrance brand that is sold at my local Fred Meyer. I'm sure you can also buy replacement bulbs at Walmart as well, but I shop at Fred Meyer pretty regularly for groceries, so it's just easier for me to pop a 2-pack into my cart when I'm doing my grocery shopping. But it does void your warranty to not use the Scentsy light bulbs. That being said, the Oak and Rye light bulbs are now, I believe they are either $4.99 or $5.99 for a pack of 2 at my local Freddy's. So it's actually cheaper for me to get them from Scentsy. So I did get this one here at half price. So not much of a savings because it's only $5 for the 3-pack. I needed some 25-watt bulbs for just the warmers that I currently have going around the house. And I needed a pack of 20-watt light bulbs just to have on hand for this coming holiday season. For some reason, a lot of my holiday warmers from Scentsy are 20-watt warmers. I actually prefer 25-watt. I don't actually get much in terms of like strength and throw from my 20-watt warmers. If I purchase a 20-watt warmer from Scentsy, it is almost solely, exclusively just because I love the look of the warmer. I know that it's not going to perform for me the way that I want. But they're just so cute a lot of times, and oftentimes during the holidays, I do utilize some of my warmers as like night lights around the house, if you will. So I will leave those warmers on 24/7. I put wax in there, but like I said, I really don't notice much in the way of performance from like strength and throw when I use those 20-watt warmers, but they're just cute. And honestly, a lot of my 20-watt bulb warmers are currently without light bulbs because they died at the end of last holiday season. So a little bit of a replacement there. So as you can see, currently that is what my total is. That's quite reasonable for me for like an every 3-month delivery. I really don't want it to go much beyond this. So yeah, these will probably come out for the next go around, which would then mean that I would add like another bar or two to this. So we will see what's retiring at the end of this catalog. And I don't really feel like there's anything that I have to club. That being said, there are still, you know, more limited edition collections coming around, and there might be something in one of those that I feel like I can't be without at any given time. So that's my Scentsy Club. Let me know down below whether you have a club. How do you utilize yours? Yeah, how many bars do you have? I love talking about this with Lisa because she has so many clubs, so many bars coming her way. And it's just fascinating to hear how other people do it. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know, like I said, what's in your club, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.